everyone, in this video I'm gonna tell you how much truck drivers make. That's the most questioned. We went to Prime Inc. and we got paid $700 at that time for training. Wait, don't leave, for training. But now I heard they get paid $900 a week for training, so that's good. You know, stand up with the times, they raise the pay, and that's very, very good. But then if you have a company like Swift, which I worked at Swift as well. I did not get trained by Swift, but I did work at Swift, and they get paid $800 a week for training. Like once you're in your trainer's truck, not getting your license, but like once you got your license and stuff like that. Then you have a company like Snyder, they get paid around $80 a day. Then you got a company like FFE, they get paid $500 a week. Then you got a company like Tyson, they get paid $600 a week while you're in charge. Then we have NFI, they get paid $250 a day depending on the account. So like say the account where you really need drivers for that account, you're gonna get paid $250 a day, and you do with that what you want. Detention is when you're waiting to get loaded or unloaded, and my opinion is it should start the first minute, but for companies usually it will start within an hour or 2 hours. But some companies don't pay at all, and y'all gotta get it together. Like, what's going on? Why would you not pay? Like, I'm confused. But usually it's like $15 to $20. But I would suggest not staying at that company very long if they don't pay for detention, especially if they don't pay for the drop. But even if you do pay for the drop, you should still pay detention. What's going on? Another question I get that I get asked a lot is, do you have to pay for fuel? Or why would you have to pay for fuel? You shouldn't be working. Like, that's a company that you don't even want to work at. If you gotta pay for fuel, that's a company that you don't even want to be working at. And that's usually janky owner operators that do shit like that. I remember when I was working at Prime, and I had a lease. My trainer was a lease operator or whatever, and he was like, "Oh, well, he was joking like, Lisa, I ain't making you pay for fuel." I looked at him like, "Well, I wouldn't be here if I had to pay for fuel, because, like I said, I was getting paid $700 gross. So, you know, usually they would take like $200 out your taxes and stuff like that. Plus, Prime had you paying for your TWIC card, out your stuff, and then they did a loan while you was getting your license. So it ended up being like $400 net. I couldn't pay for fuel. I couldn't even pay for half a tank of fuel, honestly. So that would never be happening anyway. You got all the money, but in some cases you do get lucky. Like, my trainer ended up giving me money. Like, when I first got on his truck, he gave me not just like no $300 or $200. No, he gave me some money once I got on his truck. So you want to get a trainer like that. So say you don't get paid a lot, but you might get luck up on a trainer like that that's going to take care of you, because you taking care of him while y'all on the truck together. And it was nothing sexual. We never did nothing like that at all. He didn't even make no move on me. Like, I could tell that he probably liked me, but at the end of the day, some trainers really do value that they are a trainer, so they're not going to try to like let somebody mess it up. Say you are at a company like CR England, Western Express, who do not pay that much, or some companies just ship you off and don't pay you at all, acting like they're going to pay you and they don't even fucking pay you. Companies like that, you want to make sure that well, what you can do is you can give up your car, and you give up your place, like supplement that income. Like, okay, well, I'm only getting paid $700 to $1,000 a week, but I'm giving up my car, giving up my place. I can live out of this now until you can get in a better situation, basically. Shit, use their equipment for what you can. Like, shit. Oh, and if they do not pay you, like, say you get a dirty company that try not to pay you, whatever, or be like skipping out on your money, let me know down in the comment section, and I can make a video about that if y'all want to watch it. In the first 11 months, you're not going to get paid that much, because once they put you on their insurance, it's going to skyrocket because of how much of a risk you are to their insurance, and insurance is already expensive anyway, so it's going to skyrocket. That's why you don't get paid that much in the first, and then they try to, like, oh, you got to pay back for your training or whatever. So that's why. Oh, and if trucking does not work out for you, if you feel like you're not getting paid that much, you can go to if you don't mind people, go to your local transit company. If you live in a big city like Atlanta, Baltimore, New York City, Newark, New Jersey, stuff like that, you can get paid as a transit operator, like, you know, working for your city bus. And they get paid a lot. Like, in the first year, it's not like trucking. In the first year, you can make $2,000 a week straight out the gate after training. They don't get paid that much in training, but I think it might be like $500 in training. But Greyhound paid like $600 in training, and that was gross. I mean, that was net. You got paid $600 net. But yeah, like, go to your transit company. They're making money straight out the gate, but you got to be able to deal with people. And them people, you know, a lot of people that get on the bus, they don't come from the best walks of life, unless you like in New York City where everybody's on public transit. Then yeah. But most people get in the company, most people get in the trucking game for a long game, which is being an owner-operator. That's the long game. You don't want to be an owner-operator straight out the gate, but that should be a goal. Not right now, but when you want to be an owner-operator is when the fuel is low and the rates are high. That's when you're going to make your money. And like then, they're averaging about $10,000 a week or more gross if you have the right dispatcher. And you can dispatch yourself. So all in all, you get paid around $52,000 to $100,000 as a truck driver in your first year. And of course, you know, the more experience you get, the higher you get paid. Yeah, so it's like around $52,000 to $100,000. But don't just think, oh, I gotta make $52,000 because I just started out in the trucking game as a company driver. Of course, you know, if you're an operator, you should be making more. But yeah, don't just think that, because you can go to a company like Cisco or, you know, any company that does food service, and you know they gotta unload with the dolly and stuff like that. They gonna be getting paid $100,000, and it's rightfully deserved. They working their ass off with that food. Like, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Even flatbedders, I wish flatbedders got paid a little more, but they do get paid more than the average because they're working. They're not just driving, they doing extra stuff, and that's where the money come in. Even if you can get a forklift certification and unload your own truck and stuff like that, then you get money there too. So definitely, if you're a man or even if you're a woman, don't discredit that, or don't just be like, nah, I ain't doing that. I'm already working. Nah, do what you can. Do what you can. Do what you can. Make a little extra little change. And you do not have to just take the first couple of pennies that a company gives to you. You don't have to do that. You can look, like, it's companies out here. You can go to a Russian company. That's really where your best bet is, going to a Russian company, and you can get paid that way. They gonna give you miles, and they gonna give you money. They gonna give you miles. They don't care how they gonna get it, but they will get you your miles. So don't look up a company called HMD. They're a Russian company, but they are a legit company. So look up HMD, but they do have a disqualification of you can't have more than 3 couriers in 2 years. Or you can go to a company like FedEx. Your best bet is always wanting to go to a company that pays hourly. You don't really want to be chasing miles. Of course, you know, it's cool. We'll do what we have to do. But you don't want to be really chasing miles. So yeah, HMD pays around 60 cents per mile. So yeah, and they claim to guarantee you 2,800 miles per week. So you do your calculations like that. That's where I messed up when I first had gotten into trucking. I was like, oh, okay, well, they say they're gonna pay me this, and they say they're gonna pay me that, so I'm good. You never look at the annual average salary. If say a company say they're gonna pay you $90,000, like DM Bowman, they lie. Like, you are not gonna get paid that. You won't get paid about $1,000 a week when you first, well, shit, period. But I think you're gonna get paid around $1,000 a week unless you're a team driver. Now, this man told me that he was a team driver and he was getting paid $1,500 a week. Of course, I didn't see his pay stubs, but that's what he said. I don't believe it, but that's what he said. So maybe that's true. So yeah, you don't want to just go to the just go to any old company. Do your research. You better get your ass on Indeed. And like, even after this video, go to my other videos, see what I said in my other videos about pay. Go to other YouTuber videos and see what companies are paying. Go on TikTok. What companies are paying? You do not want to get in a rut and then be stuck somewhere, because then they be like, they do the narrative, oh, you can't company hop, oh, you can't company hop. I don't really care. I mean, I'm gonna try not to company hop, but I don't really care at the end of the day. Like, if it's something so bad, I'm not gonna stay somewhere just because I don't want to company hop. Of course, you're gonna try to stick it out a little bit. I do try to stick it out a little bit, see how it's gonna play out. But I'm not about to stay somewhere just because I'm not trying to company hop. I still gotta pay my bills at the end of the day, company hopping or not. So yeah, yeah, it just depends on what company. You can get a company that pays you a good amount. Even if you knew, you can find a company that pay you $1,300 to $1,500 a week. And also, I like companies that do guarantee pay. That's what I look up. That's what I look for first. What's the guarantee? I don't care about nothing else. What's the guarantee? Oh, also look up a company called Highway Transport. I was talking to a driver and he said they pay pretty well. Like I said, NFI pays pretty well. NFI pays around, they pay, they have a $1,700 guarantee. So you want to look for stuff like that. But like I said, don't just go for the same, just go for the first company that's, just because Warner says they're going to pay you $1,200 a week. Most of the time that ain't even going to be true. And some people, so I heard that sometimes, well, people on a Dollar General out of, on the Warner account, they were saying that sometimes they were getting paid like $400 a week. And your dispatcher really is going to determine everything. That sucks. I hate that. That sucks. But if say you don't have a good dispatcher, see what they say about changing your dispatcher. Because you don't want to stay in a messed up situation and be stuck somewhere that you really, your heart does not desire to be there. But anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, leave me some video suggestions. Please subscribe. Please like. Please comment. And please share it to someone who needs to see this. Thank you. And I'm so mad because I actually made this video yesterday and the video was a little bit better yesterday. But I mean, whatever, I had to do what I had to do. And I'm going to be putting screenshots on the screen. Thank you and have a great day.